In Holo Market, life moved in familiar rhythms. The salespeople closed up their stalls before the sunset and returned home to their families. Mary Sidimbi was 18. She carried mangoes on her hips and responsibility in her chest. She knew the language of barter, of dust and laughter, of songs passed down like inheritance. She had great ambition from a young age. This was not a rich life, but it was hers. She worked hard, not only for herself, but also for her family. She was determined to permanently remove poverty from her lineage. She always admired the lives of the wealthy families in the village. She never envied them. She was rather inspired to work towards achieving that life. From a young age, Mary has been hardworking. She worked, she dreamt quietly, she believed the road home would always know her feet. She did not know this same road would hold her worst memories. Memories that left scars in her heart and trauma in her soul. She did not know this was the last day her life would belong entirely to her. Every girl learns the sound of danger before she learns how to face it. The road was the same, but the light was not. Mary felt it before she understood it. The sudden wave of silence. The feeling of someone watching with evil eyes. She tried to brush off the feeling and continued her journey home. Her steps shortened as her grip tightened. Fear does not announce itself, it settles. Once fear kicks in, there is no walking fast enough to leave it behind. Mary ran as fast as her legs could go. She did not know what was following her, but she was certain she was not safe. Looking back, Mary saw a dark figure. It came from where fear came from, the dark, the sudden, the certain. Mary continued running. She was consumed by fear. The road was longer than her breath. Her pace gradually decreased. The man ran towards her, getting closer by each step. A hand erased her voice, the ground erased her balance. Mangoes fell, time broke. This is how a life is taken. Not loudly, not cleanly, but completely. Darkness has weight. The silence brings a wave of fear. Inside the moving car, Mary became cargo. She did not know where she was going, only that she was leaving everything behind. The road stretched, the engine hummed. Nobody spoke her name. And without a name, a person begins to disappear. The door was closed. Mary was trapped inside. The world became four walls. Time stopped as she cried in pain and agony. Hunger landed first, followed by thirst. Mary learned the language of cracks, of shadows, of silence, loud enough to bruise. This was not survival, this was erasure measured 1 hour at a time. An old man came into the house where Mary was being held hostage. He placed some money on the wooden table and turned to Mary.
You're now mine, you're now my wife.
consented. He paid and called it permission. Her body became a place she could not leave. Some wounds do not bleed, they settle into your memory. After violence, there is only choice. You either give up or endure. Mary endured. Hope became smaller, but it did not die. Through the cracks, she had a glance of outside. Seeing nobody inside, she knew this was her chance to escape. Using all her strength, she took down the locked door. She shattered it into pieces. Not knowing exactly where she was headed, she ran into the woods without a second thought. Mary ran not towards safety, but away from death. The night hid her, the earth carried her. She stopped only when she collapsed into possibility. One of the women in the community found her there lying helplessly. She took Mary to safety. Kindness is shockingly loud to the wounded. A hand offering food, a voice that believes. Mary learned that her name still mattered. Boldly, she told her story. Healing did not arrive quickly, but honestly, it finally arrived. Survival was not enough. Mary chose truth. Each time it hurt less and mattered more. She told her story. Mary also spoke up about the stories of the other women. She became proof, she became warning. The matter was taken to court. Mary's voice was finally heard. The voices of the other women were also heard. Justice was served. The abuser lost his power. Mary started a campaign. She educated women in her community about women's rights. She became a sign of resilience.
My name is Mary Sidimbi. I am 18 years old. My life was taken from me on a road I had walked my whole life. I was taken. A man decided my body was his reward. He decided my fear was permission. He decided my silence was guaranteed. I survived hunger. I survived the locked door. I survived nights where I prayed not to wake up. I survived nights only because something in me refused to die. To the girls who walk home before sunset, to the mothers who warn their daughters in whispers, to the women who are told to endure quietly, this did not happen because we are weak. It happened because someone believed he would never be challenged. I am speaking because silence protects the violent. I am standing because survival is not enough. I escaped, but many did not. If you are watching this and you are afraid, you are not alone. If you are watching this and you are guilty, I remember. My name is Mary Sidimbi, and this is not the end of my story.